How do you take an idea in your head and turn it into a paid workshop people actually want to buy? In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I do that by building a workshop from scratch right on my iPad. And you're going to see how I shape the promise, organize the session, choose what to teach, and connect the workshop to a clear result people are willing to pay for. And at the end, I'll give you a free workshop session builder that I personally use throughout this whole process. Recently, I published a book called Get Paid to Teach, which is all about how to design and launch a paid workshop in 14 days or less. And one of the chapters that I've gotten the biggest feedback on is the chapter about actually designing the workshop. What do you do when you get people on Zoom? And how do you structure it in a way that they pay attention? So, what I want to do is I want to teach you this process step by step. Each and every workshop, we design a workbook. This is an example from a past workshop. And I like to have this on my iPad so that I can doodle, draw, explain the concepts and the processes of how to actually perform the topic that the workshop's about. So, how do you actually create this? Where does this come from? Well, the very first thing I do, and this is something that's kind of behind the scenes that I do privately, I don't share this particular document publicly until today. In fact, you can find the link to this in the description below. But there is a specific builder that I designed that I use to map things out. Now, a lot of this is inspired by the work of Taki Moore. You might see some similarities in what he does. I do a few things a little bit different to fit my personality and style. And so I'm going to walk you through exactly the process that I like to go through. So the first page here is the summary page. In fact, let me just show you what a finished one looks like, and then we'll kind of map this out together. So this is the uh, workshop planner filled out before a workbook gets designed. And so I walk through these different sections of filling this out. And then that leads me to taking this, and my wife works in the business. So she takes this and then creates it in Canva. So we have a finished product without all the words because I'm going to be writing as I teach on the workshops. And so this is a process that anybody can replicate. And it's a lot of fun when you do it the right way. So let's look at the actual builder. And this is the template that you're going to have access to. Now, this first page is the summary page. It's going to include things like what's the workshop title, the tagline, the one belief statement. I like to have a belief statement for me personally on exactly what is it that I'm trying to convey. What's one belief that I want them to get? And if they get that belief, they're more likely to join my program at the end of a workshop. And then the workshop sessions, the workshop bonuses as well. We have all that outlined. We do boot camps inside of my program, which go deeper on the topic. So I like to sketch those out as well in here. This is the model that we use inside of my insider program. The 9 things that we're trying to help people that are writers or coaches or speakers build in their business to have a sustainable business. And so that's the summary page there. Now we get into some of the actual content. And what I want to explain to you is a concept by Bernice McCarthy, who developed this. She was a teacher and she wanted to develop how do we initiate and attract all the different learning styles that are out there in a classroom. And so we have adopted that to kind of fit in this model. And so she developed the why, what, how. She calls the last one if, but we use now. The why, what, how, now. If your workshop can incorporate these elements, you're going to hit all the different learning styles. There are some people who just want to learn the why. Tell me why this is important. And if I am convinced it's important, then I'll implement it in my business, for example. The what is the principles. So, what are the key things we need to get right in order to implement the solution that this workshop's trying to solve, the problem, right? And the how is just give me the practical. What's the 1, 2, 3? What's the tangible thing that it helps me to know how to implement this particular part? And then the now really is about taking action. What's the thing that we can produce right now on the workshop, and we build that in to the workshop itself. And so the workshop's not me talking the entire time. We have a little bit of time of teaching, then they go do an exercise, and then we open up for Q&A, and then we do another round. So I'm going to walk you through that. The first thing we hit is this why. Why is this important? And this is kind of the introduction. And if we can get them to really understand why we're holding this workshop, what problem we're actually trying to solve here, and why it needs to be solved, then they're more likely to stay engaged throughout the rest of your workshop. Now, in this little planner, I'm going to kind of indicate some things that we included. So when I'm building this out and I'm handing it over to my wife, who's doing the designing it in Canva, this is like, hey, this image that I'm sketching out is already in Canva or not. Hey, I want you to leave this blank. In other words, if I was giving her this, she would just create the kind of the four boxes and leave everything blank. If I say include the words, that means I want the why, what, how, and now included. All right. We also like to cover the frustrations and wants. So take the topic and talk about the frustration. So what's one of the key frustrations that people have about that topic? What's another one? What's another one? And then what is the big fear that if they don't solve this problem, they're going to face in the future on this topic? And then on the reverse side, what are the wants? They're opposites of the frustrations. What's the first thing, the second thing, the third thing? And then what's the big aspiration here? What's the thing that they really want out of everything? And when I have this dialed in, I'm able to use this not only in drawing the map for the why, whatever that map or visual is, but it's also very compelling for creating your title and your subtitle for your workshop. And again, I'm walking you through this. I'm going to go show you a finished example in just a second, but I want to show you a little bit of how this works. And so the why is what we hit first. And then if I've got a title for it, I'll put it here as well. So once we get past the why, at the end, I like to have like a case study. So I think a case study is a good example of yourself or somebody else on why this problem needs to be solved, and also a question. And the questions should be designed to stretch the people who are attending your workshop. We want to be stretching them, right? We want them to see the gap between where they are and where they want to be. And if they understand that that gap exists, they're more likely to join your program at the end of your workshop. And so a question might be something like, if I was using this example, hey, which one of these, 1, 2, 3, or 4, which one of these are you more like right now? Obviously, it doesn't apply to this example, but then you get them interacting in the chat. Oh, I'm number 1, or hey, number 2 describes me, number 3. And so we've stretched them in the process. Next, we move to the what. Now, the what is all about what are the 3 to 5 big principles that we need to get right in order to accomplish the goal of this workshop. And so I like to think of them in 3 words. So I'll do, 3 words here. Maybe session 2's got 3 words. And then maybe we have another one. And I'll show you an example in just a second. And then one of the useful things I like to do when you're teaching this part is to give an image or a metaphor. And this image or metaphor is going to be like a window that lets the light in. So here's the principle, and it's kind of like, and you give a image or metaphor. Again, I'm going to show you all of this in just a minute, and it will really help connect the dots. All right, so then we cover the what. And that's really the introduction. We cover the why, the what, and these what become the actual session titles, however many sessions you want. 2 sessions, 3 sessions, 4 sessions, 5 sessions of your workshop. Ask another question again, and then we move on. Now, when we get to session 1, so let's just call this session 1, we are going to go through the rhythm of how, then now, and then back to how for session 2, and then back to now for session 2. And we're going to have this rhythm. And so this how is using a visual, trying to teach them how to do something. And then the now is an exercise where I literally put up a timer and say, hey, take 5 minutes right now, and I want you to work on this. Here's your exercise. And so they'll go through this for every single session. So this space here is really designed to create some kind of visual that will help them understand how to implement that particular session. Okay. So I usually circle it and say, okay, this is session 1, how, and then I'll go down here and I'll say, okay, this is session 2, but this one is the now, and I will describe the helpful exercise that goes with session 1. And we'll just continue to repeat that process. By the way, notice there's stretching questions all along the way. So then, hey, now this is session 2, how, now we get to session 2 now. So let's actually look at how this looks like when this is completely filled out. And again, you can grab a copy of this in the description below. So I'm going to use this one we did a couple months ago called the silent offer. So this one was all about getting clients without sales calls. And so we designed the 4 sessions here. You can see design your offer, build the document, create the demand, set the deadline. Now, where did these come from? Where did these sessions come from? Well, if we scroll down, you'll see they're right here on the what. So we have design your offer. So when I get to the what, I'd be like, hey, the first principle to get this right is to design your offer correctly. And it's kind of like a combination lock. Have you seen those combination locks where they have four numbers and you have to make sure all four numbers are correct? Your offer might be the same way, where you've got three things right, but there's one that's off. You're not going to unlock the sales that you want to have in your business. You got to get all four or all five things right. So see how that example kind of flows. And we would do the next one. And then the number two principle is to build the document. That's kind of like an IKEA manual. Number three is to create the demand. It's kind of like stacking up dominoes, right? Set the deadline. And so that's how we would do that part. Here is the why section. I kind of skipped ahead a little bit, but the why section is where you want to start. And one of my favorites is just to do a matrix of four different types and then have them say which type they are. So in this one, I said, are you the pushy sales coach? Are you the busy broke coach? Are you the silent offer coach where you're making coaching sales without having to get on sales calls? Are you the best kept secret coach? Right. And so then they interact and we talk about, hey, the reason why this is important, if you're one of these other three, today I want to get you to become the silent offer coach. That's the goal here. Okay. And then we go into the what, like I just explained a second ago. And now this is where we get into the actual sessions. So for the how, what's a helpful visual that can help explain the how to correctly design your offer? So I have an acronym I use called the word offer. And I said, hey, there's 5 sections to it. It's kind of like a star. So the star became my visual. And so then I'm writing on my iPad on the finished product. Hey, you need to know what your outcome is for your offer, your fear reversal, your fast track bonuses, your exclusivity, how many people can join, and what's the real deadline. And this is the combination lock that you need to unlock. And you need to have all 5 of these to get it right. So after I teach that for a few minutes, then I say, hey, now it's time for you to do an exercise. On the next page in your workbook, how are you doing in each of these areas? So take your offer and write in, what is the one sentence outcome? What is your guarantee? Do you have any bonuses? What are they? Are you creating exclusivity? Is there a certain number of people who can join? And what's the real deadline? And so they work on this little exercise for about 5 minutes and they've got something tangible, a takeaway that they've received. Then we come back and do a Q&A, and then we repeat the process again. Session 2, I'm going to do a little bit of teaching of the how to actually build the document using the silent offer funnel. I teach it, and then I say, now it's time for you to work on it. And so they go to work on it for 5 or 10 minutes. And that's going to bring up questions when they actually do a little bit of work on the workshop. And so we do another Q&A. Then typically I take a break, and then we go right back into session 3. Here is the how. Let me explain the belief bridge and the beliefs that we need to get the prospect to believe to join your coaching program. And then here's the now, which is you working this out for yourself. What does it look like for you? Then we do the next one, set the deadline. I talk about 2 different options for ways that you can run your promo to get coaching clients. And then now we want you to map out yours. And so this process just continues to work throughout the whole entire workshop, and it keeps people engaged. And again, here's the example, a little bit of how it looks with the finished product, where they can fill in their answers. Here's the building the document, filling your funnel, session 3, me sketching these on the iPad, and so on. And this is how, my friend, you create these super interesting, engaging workshops that keep things moving. And that's the thing that I love the most about our workshops is people say, man, we do a 2.5-hour workshop and it goes by so quickly. And that's because we're never stuck on one thing. We're using different learning styles. We are engaging different parts of their brain. We do a little bit of listening, then some visuals, and then working through it tangibly with an exercise, and then asking questions. And we keep rotating those every 15 to 20 minutes throughout the workshop. So what questions do you have about designing a paid workshop? I love these. I do these every single month. They're a lot of fun. I love designing them. I love teaching them. It's the most exciting part of my month. And if you want that planner so that you can begin working this through, the link is in the description below. If you're also a writer, coach, or speaker, and you're trying to figure out how to get this thing to full-time income, and maybe even to 6 or 7 figures as a business, I did a complete video where I mapped it all out. There's really 9 key systems you need to install in your business to get there. And the video, you can find it right here. We'll see you over in that video.